Again, and I hope you're enjoying your weekend and looking forward to another week of trading, hopefully prosperous trading at that. Let's dive in and see what I'm looking at for the week. And first up, we're going to look at EuroCAD. The reason we're looking at EuroCAD is it's the only one that fulfills my criteria for a weekly game changer bar, and that is sitting right there. I don't have a lot of problems with this, to be fair. I think you could put your entry underneath that bar, put your stop loss above it, and get something in the bank at the monthly pivots, which will have 1 day left, I think, 20 or 30, no, I have a couple of days left, and get some profit, be safe in the market then. And should this reverse, I don't think it'll reverse to a large degree, to be fair, but I'm looking for a lower high either in this area, a higher low, rather in this area, or maybe even down in this area, so we can pick up a long and trade it back to here. But for now, because we're at that resistance level, I think there's every opportunity to get into a short here, and the game changer bar tells me so. And the big boss being the triple header here, and that range has been broken and retested. So I think there's every reason to believe that EuroCAD can, for a few days anyway, find some downside. So that is potentially a trade for the week on the weekly charts, and barring a gap in the market tomorrow, that's probably what I'll be looking to do. There is a game change, what I call a game changer plus bar on offer, and the game changer plus bar means a previous week game changer bar followed by an inside bar. Now, that happened 2 weeks ago, and I actually didn't comment on this last week, but I am this week. And I think an entry short somewhere here to pick up that level as a first take profit makes sense to me as well. Didn't get above the high of the previous week, and that suggests to me a little bit of weakness. So probably looking for maybe a false break of resistance up here somewhere, and look to track that short during the week. That's Swissy yen. I've got a watch list that includes the Aussie a lot this week, and the reason for that is I think the Aussie is a little bit overcooked. We can see that. Let's go to the Aussie chart, actually. We can see that it's at a horizontal level, whether it's obviously been through one as well, but we're at a recent horizontal level. I think ultimately we're on the way back to here, or maybe even up to the 75 mark, but similar to what I've just discussed on EuroCAD, I think there's a pullback on offer here. And that level to me is pretty clear. It's the monthly pivot. I'm not suggesting we'll get down there tomorrow or even during the week, but I think that's a distinct possibility, and I'll be looking to track the Aussie short. I think the best to find an order short on the Aussie, best two opponents is going to be the CAD and or the Kiwi. Reason why the CAD is attractive to me is because we're at the top of this broadening pattern. We've also got a horizontal level going through here, so I think we are at a resistance area. We've had a massive 3 months for the Aussie versus the CAD, and I think it's time that's at least slowed down, if not eased off quite some substantial amount. So if that's the case, target area is going to be down here somewhere. So anything on maybe the daily chart, even pick it up on 4-hour charts. We've got a reversal bar there, looking for a lower high on Aussie CAD. Exactly the same could be said of Aussie Kiwi. Again, at a strong resistance level, inverted head and shoulders sitting here, I see that, but we're not through there yet. Ultimately, I think we probably will break that level, but again, looking for that pullback and a lower high. So if we can trade that, a higher low to go long, if we can trade that short as a retracement, then that's exactly what I'll be looking to do. So picking that up on a daily or a 4-hour chart, looking for maybe price to hit a support level, bounce off it, give us the lower high. Maybe it's even there on the 4-hour chart, but I'll be stalking it on the daily. A little bit of a sell-off, rally, and look for that lower high to trade it short, but only down to, probably here. I would have thought about 108, something like that. Euro Aussie is the third of the Aussie picks, and Euro Aussie, we tried to pick this up a couple of weeks ago, actually, on the weekly chart, and it looked to be a clear false break of that resistance trade line. And there it was there, that little bar there that we did trade. Unfortunately, the week prior to last week, we got that, can't remember what the news event was, but it drove it way up beyond the stop loss level, up to the monthly pivot. And then it's put in a perfect spinning top. Last week, of course, we got that smash back through here, only to support really. So I'm looking for, again, a lower high in here, maybe off the daily chart. You can see that level that I'm talking about, lower high in here, gets me short, taking profit at that level, getting safe, and then trading it back down to the bottom or near to the bottom of that broadening pattern. As I said, last of them is Euro Yen. This one doesn't involve the Aussie. Weekly chart showing me, well, I suppose you could call it head and shoulders, but it gets a bit messy around the neckline here. Daily charts is showing me that we're off at the top of this range. Monthly pivots rejected this 3 times already, or is it 4? Is it 5? Not sure. Be looking to trade this back to the bottom of the range, I think, for Euro Yen. Daily chart not really giving me anything at the moment, but I think the best way to attack this would be as a false break of resistance if that happens. So another attempt at the monthly pivot, another failure, and retest. Then I can look to trade it short. That's on the daily. The weekly, I'd have to wait a little bit. Maybe that candle there's interesting as well. Let's see what tomorrow brings. If there's maybe a gap up in the market, I might look to put an entry underneath the weekly bar there as well, with the stop loss maybe there or there. That's what I'm looking at for the week. Aussie, a little bit weak, I think. Has had a great run, but I think it's time for it just to ease off the gas. Have a great week ahead. Bye-bye for now. See you.